Hi guys, I'm Jian, accounting and finance first year student from Stevenson College. I appreciate you guys attending today because I can't. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying now. Okay. Actually, first of all, I have to explain what treasurer does. Quite a lot of people doesn't know what exactly does. What treasurer exactly does. Treasurer is the person in charge of money, and so you guys have to pay attention on this because this might related to your money. Okay, first of all, why I'm suitable for this job, because this can prove by my responsibility. I was holding monitor for 5 years in my secondary school, so I can prove that I done this job with no doubt. And secondly, I have to explain what is budget. As an accounting student, budget is budget is a spending plan for your money. So if you got a bad budget, you might have did a bad job in this. And another thing I should tell you is bookkeeping. Good bookkeeping is more can show you that understanding of a current finance status of DUMAS. So I can make sure that I can create a good if I hold this position, because bad bookkeeping can make confusion and efficiency for your next budget planning. Okay, the third one is I will make sure that I will work closely with our future president, either Wai Fong or either DT, because I was holding few president in my secondary school, and I know how heavy the burden has being a president. So I will help my committee finish the task, and I will contribute my ideas unconditionally. And the last one, I have to talk about the sponsorship, because it's really hard to get a sponsor in because I have to say DUMAS is not really big to ask the big company to sponsor us, but I can tell you I have my ways to find some sponsor to sponsor me, sponsors us. And because I have the communication skill is one of big advantage for me to hold this position. When I was greenhouse president, I was able asking for sponsor to promote our house. So I think this is one of my big advantage to asking your votes for me. Thank you.
Assuming you budgeted, let's say, a sum of like £300 for this one event, let's say it's the Chinese New Year, okay. But the president decides that, hey, we want to spend 500, we want to make it big. So what will you do? What will be your response be to the president?
I will try to persuade my future president, because Justin told me that our membership fees and also some some fees, some funds from DSU is not actually cover our whole event. So I will ask our president to cut, I will try my best to persuade my president to reduce the fund to 300. And also because the fund is hard to find, so I will suggest the president that to create more events. I mean, by using that surplus, like 500 minus 300 is 200. Okay, try how to create another event, because one of our aims of the society is to satisfy our members, and also telling, to what's it called, and also to what's it called? Oh my god, I forgot.
No, chill, don't worry.
Okay. And also spread the Malaysian love to any other, Malaysian culture to everyone. So I would try to persuade my future president to do that.
Okay. So like in your answer, you mentioned about the how the membership fee and our DSU grant is not enough to cover our the cost of events.
Yes.
So how will you approach this problem? Will you propose increasing the membership fee, or what? What are your suggestions?
For me, I don't think it should increase because as I say, our memberships. I'm a member is quite less. Most of people might not join ours because our membership. I know, like Hong Kong society they have high membership fees than us. This is true. Like I think 17 or 15 pounds per year. I think. So I'm not suggest that. Instead, I will find more sponsors, and also I will join more event like hosting with others. Society like I think last year there is. I think this year. Last year there is International Food Festa, and I think that is that can help us to earn a lot of money from that event if we can. I also will try to negotiate with those food provider and also ask them to give us discount on food provider, and so that we can get a lot profit on that.
Okay, so basically your answer is like alternative funding then,
yes.
not by increasing the membership fee.
Yes.
Okay, so you also talk a lot about sponsors, about
yes.
Pursuing new sponsorship opportunities. So you mentioned that you have your ways, but can you share with us on how what is the biggest selling point about DUMAS that you will sell to the sponsors, in your opinion?
I think the first is Malaysia culture. This is one of biggest advantage for us because as a multiracial country, we can sell that how tolerant we are living with other races, and also our food is quite. I think this is not simple, but I would love to suggest them to try Malaysian food. This is because Malaysia is awesome. One of in the world, and I think I will try to approach to those previous sponsors that we had, because this is it's more easier for us to communicate with them. So and also I will try to find more those local Malaysian, if we possible to find the local people to sponsor us. This is because they know how exactly we leave our home country and study here, how suffer that we have. So I think they will try. They definitely will help us because they know the feeling. Yes.
Okay, so basically pursue previous sponsors and pursue local sponsors.
Yes.
Because they're changing the grant applications. They bring it forward to June. So because usually it's in October first term, instead they're bringing it to this term.
What is that?
Grant applications.
So early.
Yeah. So I was just wondering, if you're not here, what is your contingency plan to?
You mean June?
Yeah, June.
I think I'll be here in June. So yeah.
So remember, if you get the post, that's when you start already. Okay, yeah, Vicky.
Yeah, about local sponsors.
Yes.
You say you're planning to approach them, but they usually just give vouchers and they don't give cash. So what would you do about that? If there's no cash and there's just vouchers.
If they only give cash.
They
only give vouchers.
That's usually they only give vouchers.
I think the only way I will do is try to sell those vouchers. And I don't think this is a good way for us. Being a society, we are really quite open. We can't do, most of voucher is you can't resell. So I think we might do it secretly. But this is the only way to, instead of giving the voucher, because you can't. For us, we can't. But I'll try my best to persuade them to give us cash instead of voucher. Yes.
There's this scenario. DUMAS is going to host an event with a lot of other universities.
Yes.
and you know that our budget is very tight.
Yes.
So we agreed to hosting because we have to spread the northeast, like make us more
Known.
known in the northeast. So we agreed to have a collaboration. But after doing the whole event, we noticed that we're gonna make a loss, but it's no option to make a loss for DUMAS. How are you gonna proceed with this?
I think we have to discuss with future president because I don't. As I say, one of main aims of society is to spread our Malaysia culture and also to satisfy the members. For my personally, I don't think it is necessary for us to bring a loss rather than using that money to host another event in our Durham and also spread this also can spread our Malaysia culture to others.
So we shouldn't do a collaboration.
Yes.
If it's confirmed to be a loss.
I don't suggest.
Yeah, you won't
I don't suggest, but I mean, instead of using that money, I will use to host another event because I mean, as my experience, I mean, this year Malaysia night, this is like maybe 10 or like less than 20% joining that event. I know we can't make a profit on that. We got a loss on that. So I think for me, I wouldn't suggest joining Malaysia night for next year, but instead of holding another event in Durham.
Okay, yeah, I see. So if you're gonna make a loss, we make a loss in Durham rather than in the northeast. Okay, yeah, okay, I understand.
I have two questions. So the first one is, do you feel like networking with the other universities are not as important? That's the first question, like as in comparatively, because you say you want to host another event. The second thing is that how feasible is it to host more events? Like, because the thing is that we've always had a good like reputation with Newcastle and all that. So obviously if they approach you for help, it's a bit, I don't know how to say, like a bit difficult to, it's implied that you have to
Reject them.
You can't exactly reject them. So like holding another event in Durham, but you know, like not supporting the surrounding universities, is that, yeah, how do you feel about, as in
it's true that, but I mean, we will discuss about this issue in our committee, in future committee, because I think for me, personally, I will tell that okay, I have approached to some of universities, current exec, so okay, sorry. For me, I think this issue have to discuss in our committee, and also if they're asking for help, we have to telling the truth. If we have, if we figure out that the loss actually is not necessarily being used, because as a treasurer, I think the one, as I mentioned, one of the main aim of our society is to satisfy our members rather than with a good networking with university. So I'm not telling that this will spoil that. The networking with other institutions. Maybe we can have another another event rather than something that will make a lot loss.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of loss would you consider as a loss? What amount would you consider it as a loss?
For me, because I'm quite sensitive with money, so I think everything that we can't make a margin around 10% will make it as loss.
You have some last one.
Okay.
If you know there's a loss, but it's not a lot, okay, maybe 10%, let's say.
Okay.
Okay, so you are going to, and then both the president and the vice president are insistent on organizing this event. Let's say it's M night.
Okay.
Would you veto it?
I will
Would you
try.
veto that decision?
I will try my best to telling that my opinion about that because I'm not sure that instead of you spending this, we already knew that the result will be a loss. Why don't we spend the cost to holding another event instead of making it a balance? We might get another profit from that. So I will try my best to persuade them to ask them to have another event rather than making this.
Would you say no?
Yeah, would you say no?
I will say no.
Okay. Yeah. Very last question. Go.
From Sean's question,
Okay.
he said if the future president wants the budget, let's say for Chinese New Year to be 400, and you set it for 300, you say you are not willing to increase it to 400.
Yes.
But do you think if you increase it to 400, you increase the variety of the food and you get more new members to come in, will it make a profit instead of you staying with the 300 budget? And you
definitely, because as I mentioned, one of aim of our society is to satisfy our members and also spread the Malaysia culture. If we extra spending 100 can make it, can satisfy more members and more members. Can increase the number of members. Why don't we spend that 100 pounds? Yeah.
Yeah, but you would never know that you will get another increased amount of people to come.
I think this is.
So, are you willing to take the risk if this situation happens?
This is one of the budget that I have to predict because for me, I think treasurer is not only the person who in charge of money. It's also that you have to predict that what will you get for spending this money. So I think I will try my best to try to figure it out the result of the extra 100 pounds.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, thank you, Kai Jian, for your speech.